we are taking on EB02 Green Purple Luffy. We've been asked sort of how this stacks up. We did play one game where we beat them, and just asked sort of about the rate of wins against this. I'm just going to take this here and use the trigger. What I found is since we figured out kind of the pattern of what we need, we're doing quite well, and I would say the majority of the time it's wins here, which is quite surprising. We're just going to go 5 for 5. Hopefully they take that. But what it is we normally want to see either Kaido or Ocean Sovereignty in our first hand, just to deal with the puddings once they start racking those up. Which means usually we don't want to minus too much Don, but we do have Chopper in hand and we draw into one just so we can now bump that back up if we need. So, oh, they were minus, so I didn't know that, but we're set in a way that we're still on a roll for Kaido, and we got some stuff down now which can be quite threatening. Okay, they've played Zoro, they're going 5. I don't want to block here, but do I get rid of Foxy? That was the best choice, I think, because I still want that Chopper. It's good to get some blockers down when they do the Luffy that has rush double attack. Well, not double attack, but restand attack. So we're just going to go with our Porsche here. We're just going to go 6. And just the fact they have no Don up means no Gum Gum Giant, which is good, so we can sort of freely attack into these here. I'm just going to go 5 again. I'm going to minus the Don because we don't have any threats of sort of multiple Sanji Puddings at the moment. Okay, discard that Luffy. I'm going to go 7 at life. And now we can play another Chopper here. And then gain that Don back from our Jack. So we're not looking too bad. 6 Don. They haven't got really a board established yet. Right, here comes Sanji Pudding. Well, they get rid of our Jack, but that's fine. We don't really want to be using that too much anyway. Rest 1, opponent's 6 cost lower. KO 1, your opponent's 5 cost to lower catches. Okay. And he's going for a blocker, which is fine. We'll let that go. We want to keep that really, so let's counter. Right, so we're on 8, so next turn we're going to drop Kaido. So let's just put in some big attacks here. We've got nothing else to play down. It's not like they can get us next turn, so we'll still have enough life. Maybe we can get counter if we go here. Nope, okay, they let that go. That's fine, we'll go 9 at life. They should take that. Okay, so we're set for Big Kaido next turn. They've got 1 life. They're playing some big stuff here, which is good for us, because we're going to clear that straight away. Maybe they'll play something else. Right, we're going to lose that next turn, and we won't be able to attack with it anyway, because he's at 6. We'll use our blocker. Okay, and they put Chopper down. Okay, great. So let's just play Kaido. Okay, end our turn. So we're set, we've got Kaido down, got 4 life, they got 1. They've lost 2 Sanjis and put in. I mean, they got a couple of cards in hand, but we might be able to get them here. Okay, they play another Sanji Pudding. And they go 7, which we could counter over. Let's get rid of that, just in case they sort of lock our board up a bit. So we're on 6 Don. We don't have anything else to play, so I think we're just going to load these up. And we'll put some big attacks in here. Okay, they take that, so they're obviously going to just block with Chopper here. We'll attack, because if they want to, I mean, they could use Sanji Pudding and bump. But if they want to play their double attack Luffy, which I think is probably going to be a play, yeah, here it comes. They're not going to have really enough Don, I don't think, to get our Kaido out, so we just have to survive this. So we'll take life for more counter. Okay, 7. So we'll take that. Okay, it doesn't restand. So I'm thinking we're going to load up everything here but 1. So that way, even if they're using multiple Gum Giants or something like that, like big counters to get over this, which I'll need to, maybe they'll exhaust their resources. So we've got 1 attack at the end as well. Hopefully they just don't make it over this, but... Okay. Right, now let's just hope this is... hope it's a brick. Okay, yeah, alright. The end, so we got them there. Okay, so we'll jump into another game. They're just doing a quick search with Nami here. We haven't got really what we want, but we do have sort of Black Maria. Oh, okay, we just draw into Ocean Sovereignty, so we're good here. Let's do another search. I think we're going to take Black Maria here. And this is going to be an instance where I think we can play Black Maria to get that life away early. Turn after, just gain the Dom back, then stop minusing them. That way we're sort of set for Ocean Sovereignty against Pudding and Sanji when they drop that. I think that's what we're going to do. So we'll go 6. Okay, they take that life. So we definitely play Black Maria. Game 5, -7. And that way they're down to 2 life already. So the thing is, I don't think they have much in terms of removal for Black Maria, but their Don does stay quite low, and it's going to make it difficult for us to use Ocean Sovereignty or get to our Kaido in other games. If we don't sort of bump up early, we can kind of be trailing. So we're just going to counter this one. Okay. And we get another Ocean Sovereignty too. So let's get these up now in case they have some trigger. We'll do 6, and they counter. Then we'll just play our Tamago blocker here. So we're up 5. Even if we use Tamago to block, we'll still have enough for Ocean Sovereignty the next turn as well. And I'm hoping they're going to play another Pudding Sanji now or something. Okay, it's a blocker. And they're going 6. I think I've got the ability to counter this now. So let's counter. And we'll use that trigger to bump here. Just because we're getting quite high up here. And if we can get over those attacks now, I'd rather keep a blocker just a little bit longer. Although we've got Chopper now. And we've got 2 Ocean Sovereignties, so I can always use it, get rid of the Robin and the Pudding. And then if they drop some more next turn, we can use the other Ocean Sovereignty we got. Let's go at life. Okay, they take that. And then we'll play this and remove those. So like taking out the Pudding, it really sort of sets their game back quite a bit. And it seems to run a lot at that middle game level, where it's just Sanji Pudding, so then they can get a lot of Don ramp back up. So if we can just keep taking them out, their attack sort of just seems very like very stunted, and they don't sort of actually seem as threatening as they do normally. Okay, 6-2. Well, we're gonna block this -1, and we'll get this out here just to force them another attack. Because now if they go with Nami, could always counter. Okay, they really load up, so we won't counter that. But it means they can't do anything else this turn, so they've not really got anything on the board either. We're looking quite good now. Okay, another Hyoko. Now, we could load up quite a bit for some attacks here. I'm going to go 7. Okay, they use a counter there. Let's go 7. Counter out, and then I'm just going to play Chopper here. And I'm going to play Black Maria. I'm going to minus these now. And then I'm going to just gain 5. So even if they get rid of Hyoko, we can cycle that for the count, and we should have two decent attacks at them next turn. They're searching here. They got a Gum Gum Giant. Doing another search for Sanji. So they've got Gum Gum Giant and 2k in hand. But again, not putting in much attacks on us this turn. And if we really wanted to, we could get rid of those Zorus next turn. Play it a bit safer. 6. You know what, I think I'm going to keep it. I don't want to do the cycle yet. Because then I get another attack in next turn. And then I can cycle again to keep it longer. So let's have a think here. I'm thinking maybe drop Ocean Sovereignty again. Just to get rid of any more attacking force they have. And then let's attack 6. Okay. We'll gain some Dawn here. And then we'll just go 7. Okay, so they have to use a Gum Gun Giant. And then I'll just reduce those back just because of Black Maria's effect. I'm not sure if actually that was helpful or not. I may have been better leaving it. Or it's the same, I can't remember now. But I mean, they use Gum Gum Giant, they're using up quite a lot of resources and they don't have anything to really attack us with. They could load up the 2 they've got on board, but then they're not establishing anything bigger. Okay, so here comes the Luffy. They're going to go into there, and I think we'll counter. Okay, let's took the bait to get it again. We can counter again. And then we'll just let... Oh, we could block. We'll block. Right, 7. Let's force a 2k at least out their hand here, because they've got no Dawn up. Then we'll go 11, that should be it. Okay, GG, got them. What's question mark? Okay, we're jumping into a rematch here. I cut the feed, but we actually are playing the same player from before. They asked for a rematch, so we're just going to go for it again. See if the outcome's any different here. Our hand isn't great. We don't have Kaido or Ocean Sovereignty, and we don't even have a Black Maria to sort of get us kick-started on some life. They're going 8, which we're going to have to take here. Right, so we got Black Maria. I think we'll go 6. See if they take it this time or not. Okay, they did take it, so we'll play our Porsche. We'll take the chopper and we'll play Black Maria. And I'm just going to use Black Maria just to trash the top life here. So we got them down to 2 again early. And this time we got a Porsche out as well. Okay, I didn't know they'd be running that. So we get Ragnarok on Black Maria. So this is sort of the risk I was talking about, or we're set back a little bit here. But they did just use a 5 cost to get rid of that. So that's kind of good. Let's set back a bit. Let's go 5. Okay, they counter. We'll go 6. And then we'll play our chopper and then gain a Don back. So we're still at 6 next turn. So if we happen to draw into Ocean Sovereignty, we can still play it. I think it was 6. I'm going to counter that with Foxy. Okay, they're going for our Porsche. I'm going to counter that. Right, we're at 6. So we could get some attacks in again. Maybe we go 6, 7, then play a free cost. We'll go 8. I think if we don't risk Porsche at the moment, okay, they take that. Then we'll play our blocker. I'm just thinking maybe it's better now to have Porsche just for an attack at the end. If they've used Ragnarok, they have nothing to remove it. It can be a bit of a threatening force then, if we need to use it later. Okay, so we're in trouble a bit here. They got 2 Sanji Puddings and Luffy Toro, so they're going 6. Let's counter with Sanji. And they rest our chopper, and then they attack chopper with Sanji Pudding. Right, it isn't looking that great for us here. We got some counter. Let's just load up Porsche. We'll go in for 9. Okay, Gum Gum Giant. And then we'll just go 9 again. Another Gum Gum Giant. So annoying, but at least we're getting rid of those from their hand. So I'm pretty confident next turn they won't have 2 more in hand. We got a decent enough counter. We could counter out. Let it go. Begrudgingly let it go. Because we still got enough now that we can use Tamago. Although, just drawing to Kaido. So I think that's got to be the play. Let's clear this board. Oh, okay, don't want to get rid of an extra one for Tamago. I've made that mistake before. Let's just go 5 for 5. Getting the 2k. So we're looking pretty good. They got 1 Don to do something here. Okay, 3 Don. And they're just going to hit us with a big attack for 8. Which we could just counter. We'll counter that. And we're at 6. We could go... Let's just go 6. Or if we go... Maybe we'll add 5 on, we'll go 10. Okay, they take that. And then we'll go 13 here. And they block. I actually didn't realise that was a blocker then. So they block that. but they still shouldn't have enough Don now to take out our Kaido. And if they want to play something down, they're leaving themselves open to that attack. Okay, yeah, GG. Okay, we're jumping into another game here. We're just going to do a search and we find Ocean Sovereignty. Okay, so we're set up here. We don't really have much in terms of attacks that are that useful. 5 to 5, I'm just going to counter this. And they play a blocker. So we'll go 6. They take life, and I think I'm going to play Porsche here. But I'm not going to use the effect. Could like sort of chance it to find Chopper, but for now I'd rather stay at 6 next turn. There they go 6. And we'll just counter that with Foxy. And they play a Frankie. So I don't think we want to really waste Ocean Sovereignty here. So we'll go 7. Okay, take life. We'll go 7 again. They count their block, and then we'll play our Chopper down. Okay, they rest our Chopper, and they go 2. We'll let Chopper go. 5. We don't really want to lose Porsche here. We'll counter with Sanji. We're going to have to let it go, unfortunately. But we are on 8. I think what I'm going to do is just go 10, which they take. Then we'll play Black Maria. We'll minus 7 Dawn for the last life. And then we'll gain 5 back. So we just rid them of 2 life really quickly there. They go 5 for 5. We'll counter that. We'll take that 5 for 5. Okay, and they got 7. And they go 6. And then they play a blocker. Okay, the board's looking pretty good for them. We could use Ocean Sovereignty. Let's get rid of these 2 sort of attacking threats. And then we go 7 into Frankie. And they let that go. And let's just gain some Dom back here. Right, so we're set, we've got 7 Don. Okay, they play another Luffy. We could counter this. We'll take it. Because they're going to restand. And they might do some little attacks with Namis or something. Yeah, here we go. So we'll just use Foxy on that one. They didn't attack with Leader, which is strange. Right, so we need to survive next turn. To play our Kaido. So how do we make that happen? I think we're just going to have to go. So they block, and then we take out the Nami. They take out our Black Maria there. And then they play a blocker. So they're not confident on this, I guess. It's 7 to 5. We take that. They go 7. So we'll counter that. They're going to go 7. No, they don't go again. Maybe I'm not understanding how that card works, but we'll get rid of that with Kaido because we've got 1 life left. Okay, Sanji Pudding finally comes down. We go 8, which we'll take, because they're not dropping another Rush Luffy on us. And I think we're going to just go our old trick here. We'll go 17. Okay, they're at 10, 12, 15, 16, 17, and you have to use the next Gum Gum Giant. So that's 2 done. And let's hope this is just bricks. Okay, it is. Alright, GG. Gets another win. Okay, we're moving on to our next game here. We have Kaido. So our play is going to be just getting up to that Kaido as quickly as we can. Trying not to minus as much Dawn as we can. Because I know they're going to flood the board. Let's do a search here. Again, not much great. We're just going to have to take Hyoko here. I'm going to go 6. I'm going to have to play Porsche. But I think I'm going to risk it. Okay, we get Chopper just on the last card there. So that's good. Get Chopper down. Didn't lose any Dawn. And we did take a life, so we're set. Okay, here comes Sanji and Pudding. So I think this is going to be a tough matchup. We don't really have what we want. We have to get up to the Kaido. And they've already got Sanji Pudding down. And I imagine next turn is going to be Luffy Taro into another one, if they're all set how they want to be. But I guess that's a good sign then. If they do play that, we can see how this does fare against a deck where everything's going right for them. I think I'm going to have to attack 5. Then go 6. Okay, the counter, and we're going to have to get a Hyoko down, just because we haven't got much in terms of an attacking threat. I just want something else down. And the fact Hyoko's 6 is good as well, so even if they bump up, we don't have to use any Dawn just to get an attack in. I'm going to counter this one. They go 5, which will counter as well. So yeah, they're going, yeah, Luffy Taro into Sanji Pudding. So they're as good as they could be right now. And we're a little while away from dropping Kaido. But as long as we get there, with 1 life, we should be okay. Unless they have the Rush Luffy. So keeping life is going to be key as well. So I think maybe if we can get a lot of counter here. And then I just maybe do an attack into Sanji Pudding. Just so they don't have as much to attack us with. Okay, they're thinking about it. Okay, use Gum Gum Giant. So let's go here now. Okay, they had the counter for it, but we got rid of a lot of cards from their hand at least. Right, and they're not attacking into life. Not going to take the Dawn for that one. Right, we can let that go as well. And yeah, we'll just block that. Okay, they drop a 3rd Sanji Pudding. So now they've got 7 Dawn again. Crazy. And they play Zorojuro, which is good. The more they play, when we've got Kaido ready to drop, the better. 8. Okay, we'll take it. Might be good to have that Sanji for the turn after if we need it. So we'll just -6 here, get rid of all their stuff, end our turn. Seeing 3 Sanji and Puddings go is very satisfying. Now we've basically set them back. From being as set as possible, we've set them back as far as possible, I think. So even if they drop the 6 cost Luffy on us now, they can't get us. Okay, they do drop it. But will they risk taking a life as well? Right, they go 6. We will counter that. No, okay, they play Sanji. So they don't rush us, they don't want to lose it to Kaido. They got no Don up. But we could just play this and get rid of it. I think that would be infuriating. So we'll do that. And then we'll just go 12. Okay, they take the life. So everything big they've dropped, we've just cleared. And again, even if they have another 6 cost Luffy, they can't get us again. He gives 9 life. We'll have to take that. And we get Black Maria. So is this the time to play Black Maria? Do we drop Black Maria, bump -life, and then hope 8 hits? No, 8 at least gets something out of hand here. Okay, so they have to use Gum Gum Giant. They got 5. Now, can they survive this? Do they have another Gum Gum Giant? I think they've used some already. Okay, GG, got him. Okay, Black Maria coming in right at the end there.